Hello, it's Cozy Reviews. You suggested I review it, and welcome back to the Friday the 13th franchise reviewed remastered. Today we are continuing this remastered reviews by taking a look at Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning.
Still haunts you. You're not alone. Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning.
Severe trauma at age 12. Brutal self-defense, murder of a psychopathic killer. Boy, they've given him every therapy they can think of. It's wonder his mind isn't fried with all the drugs they've given him.
Jason has been reborn, and suddenly terror has become child's play. Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning.
So Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning was released in 1985, and it picks up 5 years after Friday the 13th Final Chapter. Apparently, Tommy, who is now 18, is gone a little crazy after killing Jason in the last movie, and he's being transferred to a place called Pinehurst. Apparently, Tommy's been through every mental facility they could think of, but nothing's worked. He's still prone to anger, he has a few moments of going psycho, and he keeps having visions of Jason. But he's the least damaged person in the place. There's a lot of weird kids that are full of crazies. There's this one guy named Joey who's offering everybody a chocolate bar. They all find him annoying, but then he's talking to this guy Victor who is chopping wood angrily because, yeah, if you have a mental patient who's prone to anger, give him access to an axe. What's the worst that can happen? Oh yeah, that's right. He ends up killing Joey after angering him, after he pushes him too far to his anger. Vic gets arrested. But a new string of murders seem to happen, and the murders seem to be committed by the resurrected Jason Voorhees. Yeah, Part 5, and of course, but could this be a copycat, or could it be the real Jason? Spoiler alert, it's a copycat. But I'm pretty sure everybody knows that, considering that's the main criticism everybody talks about when they think of this movie. You can't really criticize this film without talking about the main problem that everybody has with it, and that's the real Jason Voorhees is not in it. They make it very clear that Jason's not coming back because they actually, there's a scene where they mention that Jason was cremated after Tommy killed him. So who's the killer? Well, the movie points to Tommy. They really want you to think Tommy's the killer in this movie. Tommy is quiet, he barely talks, and every time someone screws with him, he flips them over and starts punching them. So yeah, they really want you to make you think Tommy's the killer. But, you know, we'll get to that in a minute. All the kills in this movie are kind of lame. I mean, it was rumored that the MPAA kept harassing them to tone down the violence to avoid getting an R rating, but even what we do see is very shitty looking. All the kills and all the gore effects look awful, and they don't even look like gore. There's a scene where Jason kills a dude by hitting him in the head with an axe, and it looks like they just put a wig on a cantaloupe. And then when he kills this girl by swinging the axe into her gut, they don't actually show the axe hitting her body. One of the kills that actually didn't suffer is when the guy gets his head wrapped around in a belt, and Jason tightens it. Now, you do actually get to see the guy's head getting crushed. Also, all the characters are crazy. Literally everybody is fucking insane. There's not one sane character just to root root for. Not even Tommy, considering he barely does anything. And literally, there's new characters getting introduced in a bunch of scenes just to pad out the body count. In total, there are 21 kills in this movie. That's pretty high for a Friday the 13th movie. Well, at least at the time. What else is there to talk about? I guess the stunt performance. Jason's stunt performance this time is pretty standard. I guess. Wrapping up, as usual, everybody gets mutilated. Even a bunch of random people on the road. Literally, the first couple of kills in this movie are just some guys having car trouble, and they get killed for absolutely no reason. Anyway, so yeah, Jason kills everybody. The only people left are Sarah, one of the people running it, and a boy named Reggie. They run into Jason. He chases them a few times, and then Tommy shows up. Yeah, so Tommy's not the Jason imposter. After a few beatings, he gets flung out of the barn and gets impaled by a bunch of spikes on the floor. And then the mask comes off, and we get the reveal. So, you ready for this reveal? Are you sure? Okay. The reveal of Friday the 13th Part 5 reveals the killer to not be Jason. All along, it was a paramedic, Roy Burns. You remember that guy Joey that got killed for the chocolate bar? Turns out that was his son. So because his son got killed, he decided to dress up as Jason and kill people. Well, why did he end up killing more people than Jason would kill normally? Who knows? The guy just really lost it. And literally, the only person that could really explain any motivations any further was Roy, and by the time we find out that he's Jason, he's already dead. The movie once again ends hinting that Tommy is going to become the next Jason Voorhees. Oh, really? This time? Are you sure? It's like that shit they pulled in Halloween 4, hinting that Jamie Lloyd would become just like Michael, but even then they didn't follow up on that. Alright, anyway, it was very clear after this film came out that people weren't okay with a person dressed up as Jason or copying Jason. They just wanted him. So, they fixed that in the next movie. But we'll take a look at that next time. Until then, I'm Cody the Reviewer, and I'll see you then.